Hey everyone, welcome back to your week ahead astrology breakdown with me, Matthew from Stillwater Alchemy. I trust you've all had an amazing holiday season, getting time with your loved ones in, eating all of the delicious food. This upcoming week, the astrology is perfect. It's perfect for the end of a calendar year. Also, this t-shirt I put on today, Be Kind, I got it when I was in Calgary this past summer, and it is the perfect vibe and mantra to start off the week as we have the moon in Libra. So let's get started, shall we? Also, gentle reminder that I'm starting each day off at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I'm currently based in Toronto, Canada. So with that moon in Libra, we have a beautiful trine to Saturn in Aquarius. So for me, this would be a very perfect day to sit down and map ahead what you want to accomplish, what you want to manifest for 2022. We also have a really nice sextile aspect to Mars. So this really will aid in that productive, reflective energy. And it's also kind of nice too, because the moon throughout the day will be making squares to Mercury and Venus retrograde and Pluto. So this can actually allow for some tough truths and some tough love to be reflected back to say, I really want to accomplish all of these things, but am I really willing to put in the work? I've had to overcome some heartache and some difficulty this past year. What can I do to remedy these situations so I don't have to go through that cycle again, instead of just having our heads in the clouds and wishing for everything without being grounded in realism? I'm really happy with this Mercury in Capricorn energy to be able to ground us throughout this day. And even just throughout Monday in general, it is going to be one where you're going to feel on your toes, in good spirits, wanting to make those connections. It's a very good, stable, productive energy. When we get to Tuesday, we're really in good shape. Yes, the moon in Libra is making those direct squares to Venus and Mars at the beginning of the day. However, as the day progresses, the moon is making that applied trine to Jupiter and Aquarius. And this is the last trine that will get in air signs between the moon and Jupiter for many years, because then the moon will go through Pisces, Aries, Taurus, before it can get to Gemini again. So for all those who have dominant air energy, please use Tuesday to your advantage to connect, to promote, to sell. If you want to be with loved ones, again, we're all thinking these Libran, Venusian themes. I also think it could be a really productive day, given that Mercury is conjunct Venus retrograde, conjunct Pluto. If you need to have a heart to heart, or if you feel called to connect with someone to clear the air, this could be a very beautiful day to do it, because Jupiter represents our beliefs. And so with the moon connected to Jupiter, it can help hash out these conversations or past difficulties with an open mind and then an open heart as well. Even though it might be uncomfortable at first, if something is on your mind, on your heart, that you want to use this day appropriately, now is the time to do. It's like a conversation with your boss or a family member or a friend that's just been weighing on you that maybe you don't want to take into 2022. Tuesday is the day, okay? And also to Mars in Sagittarius is getting closer and closer to that direct sextile with Saturn. So this productive energy, this energy to have fun with the Mars and Sagittarius, but in a very controlled fashion. So if any of you need to wrap up loose ends throughout the week, administrative, financial, just things off that to-do list, you'll have the energy and the strength to do it, okay? When we get to Wednesday, we have that Mercury conjunct Venus at 24 degrees. And then the moon is in Scorpio, making a square to Saturn. So this can manifest in a couple ways. I generally like this Mercury conjunct Venus. It can offer some benefic news or something coming back across your desk, and you get to revise it or get to really look at it from a different vantage point and get a favorable result. And remember, we still have this sextile to Neptune here, and Jupiter has just ingressed into Pisces. So the 28th on Tuesday was the last full day that Jupiter was going to be in Aquarius. And then now we have Jupiter in its home sign in Pisces. So for the entire collective, this is quite benefic. What I want to note is, especially with the moon in a fixed sign in Scorpio, making that square to Saturn, look to the house that Aquarius rules in your natal chart, because for the past year, Saturn has been accompanied more or less by Jupiter to help aid it or maybe soften that energy. But now the house that is ruled by Aquarius in your chart, especially when using whole sign houses, it just has Saturn there. And it's not all bad because Saturn is ruling Aquarius and Capricorn. So it has that good energy, but it will just make that part of your life more focused or more diligent, or equal energy in will equal energy out, whereas sometimes Jupiter can aid in that expansion or growth. And now it's all Saturnine energy. So just keep that in mind now for the next year and a quarter until March of 2023. Saturn will be on its own without Jupiter in Aquarius. And when we have that moon square Saturn, it can be uncomfortable, especially a lot of people generally don't do well when the moon is in Scorpio. It really wants you to go deep. It wants you to work through that shadow aspect of yourself. But if you can really use this to your advantage, there may be some good news and the light at the end of the tunnel that comes after this. So there might even be resolution that comes in from the conversation you have on Tuesday, or a part 2 that you can wrap it up. Or if you didn't have that conversation, it may land on your lap on Wednesday. And so that's something to note as well. Intuitively, if you feel called to connect or really make sure that that connection or that conversation is had, do it on Tuesday, because the moon is in much better condition than on Wednesday. Okay. Good. I am really excited though about this Mercury conjunct Venus. It may even be just maybe a lightening of restrictions or some good news coming through. I personally don't watch the news or read articles, but it might be curious to see what comes through on Wednesday, given that Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. It is right in between Venus and Pluto. So there might be some revelations or new things that come through that we can be excited for once, which would be nice. Thursday. So now we have the moon entering that dark moon phase, getting us ready for that new moon in Capricorn. So it is a time where we can generally slow down. One thing I do like about this is that we have the moon making that trine to Neptune. And so this could be really nice in regards to a breakthrough, or if you've been going through therapy or doing a lot of introspective work, or even just journaling in your day-to-day rituals. This is a day for me where the penny might drop, or something comes through, or it all kind of makes sense. We also have the moon making those sextiles to Venus, Pluto, and Mercury. So I would also just spend this potentially quality time with loved ones, or having someone hold space from you if you feel called to get Reiki or go to a healer, or like even going to a doctor, someone to really help you with maybe something that's difficult to carry, or even just celebrating the growth and the transformation that's been occurring. It's a really positive day for me, given the moon is getting some support from Neptune, Mercury, Pluto, and Venus. So I really like Thursday in that regard to provide insight or healing or introspective. And so take this day to maybe slow down a little bit, connect with a loved one or a healer in some way, shape, or form, or just use your intuition to purely see where you should direct your energy. Okay. When we get to Friday, of course, this is New Year's Eve. And this is actually really funny to me and how these planets have worked out. So we have the moon conjunct Mars, but we also have the moon sextiling Saturn at the start of the day, at least in Canada, North America. And so if you need to get anything done, I feel like that Mars will want to have some fun, especially Mars in Sagittarius. So it'll get those papers off your deck, answer any emails, and then you'll be good to go. But just be careful to not overdo it, because we have the moon as the day progresses. She'll be making that applied square to Neptune in Pisces. So moon in Sagittarius with Mars in Sagittarius, that is fun. That is boisterous. That's wanting to paint the town red, quite literally. So long as you can be grounded. This would also be a gay. Maybe you will meet someone who is gay and happy, but it would be a good day to ground yourself with some intentions at the beginning of the day, so that that's in the back of your mind as you indulge or just enjoy whatever festivities you have for the evening. Okay. Um, a positive manifestation of a moon square Neptune could also just be like allowing that magic, allowing the fun to happen, but not expecting anything long term. It's just kind of like enjoy the ride safely, but don't expect maybe any permanent resolve. And so it's just like enjoy the magic, enjoy the evening for what it is. Okay. When we get to January 1st, the Saturday, this for me, we're right approaching that new moon energy. So just rest straight up. Whether you went out and partied or enjoyed New Year's Eve or not, this is a time to be reflective, to slow down. I would engage in those kind of pre-new moon rituals, like cleaning your home. And I mean, it's the first day of the year. So with all the Capricorn energy that we currently have, it will be ambitious, goal-oriented. For those who set resolutions, it may just be another day where you want to get grounded and clean up everything to make space for the new moon that we're going to have on Sunday, January 2nd. So this huge influx of Capricorn energy is quite nice. Mercury ingresses into Aquarius, which is still a Saturn ruled sign. So there's a lot going on here. This would also be very prudent. That, remember, on Monday of this week, I said it'd be a really strong day to set some goals, to set some intentions for 2022. With this new moon energy, something may come through very clearly that says, I really want to make my health a priority. I really want to make relationships a priority. I want to make business a priority. So you've set the foundation earlier on in the week to now allow these clear, concise messages to come through with this new moon. And we have the sun, the moon, Venus, Pluto. That's a lot of Capricorn energy, and it's a lunation ruled by Saturn, and now Mercury just ingressed into Aquarius, co-present Saturn. So there is going to be a lot of that pragmatic, grounded, structural energy, which is, like I said, the perfect energy to start this year, to start 2022, which astrologically is a lot more abundant and blessed and expansive, simply just with having Jupiter in Pisces and Aries throughout the year. This will be quite nice. So use these transits to your advantage. Like I said, it's going to be really good energy to get things off the desk, to have those conversations, to have some healing, especially on Thursday, that introspective Scorpio moon, to really allow anything you've been holding on to come to the surface. Have some fun on Friday with that Sagittarius moon energy so that you're ready on the weekend to really take advantage of this Capricorn new moon. Okay. Perfect. Also, with Jupiter ingressing into Pisces, I have a workshop if you're interested as an additional resource to explore how you can use this transit to your advantage. I had created it back in the spring of 2021 when Jupiter first ingressed into Pisces. So it's on a sale for this week if you want to take advantage, using it as a retrospective tool for spring of 2021 and what to look forward to for 2022. And I'm really excited for the new year. Personally, I'm going to be taking Monday, going through my journal, manifesting, setting goals, getting everything structurally. You can be as specific as you want. You can just have 3 main goals. You can go through month by month, week by week, whatever you feel called. I like to go month by month, or even zodiac season by zodiac season, just to really intuitively channel what's coming through, write those goals and intentions, and then you have it on paper to look back after the year just to see how powerful and magnificent you are with your words and your thoughts. Especially on Monday, we have all that air energy, moon in Libra, Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius. So like I said, use it to your advantage. Okay. Perfect. Let me know in the comments if you have any general questions at all, what you're excited for with this Jupiter in Pisces transit, with the Capricorn New Moon, or just what you're feeling for 2022. Have a fabulous rest of your week. Enjoy all of these astrological transits, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.